Well, hello everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are. I actually don't have a plan for this video. I'm just gonna put on some makeup that gives me some summery, coral, pinky vibes, and I guess I'm just gonna keep chatting through some life updates for you. This video is sponsored by InBeauty, and they had me pick out two of my favorite products to include in this video. I'm gonna share with you a little bit about why I love the face glaze and then their latest lip glaze a little bit later on. So first I'm gonna show you this. I mean, at this point, I'm on my I don't know, fourth, fifth tube of this stuff. I use it almost every day, and I'm really not a glowy primer girl. I have combination skin, and especially in the summertime, I can get like pretty oily, pretty dewy looking, especially if I'm wearing makeup, which I don't really understand. Can anyone explain to me why my skin is more dry when I only have skincare on and why my skin is more combination oily when I have makeup on? I don't get it, but I love the face glaze even though I tend to get a little bit oily when I'm wearing makeup because it sets down to a satin finish and it really just feels like a moisturizer. And because I do have more dehydrated skin, having this layer of a hydrating but thin and lightweight moisturizing cream that has a little bit of a blurring effect really does add something nice to my routine and makes my skin come alive, because I do wear quite matte mineral sunscreens. Unfortunately, I have an allergy to chemical sunscreens, at least that's what I'm calling it. I just have terrible reactions to every chemical sunscreen I've ever tried. It includes, you know, brands from Australia, Korea, Japan, etc. I can't figure it out. It's just, unfortunately, they're not for me. So I do like to use matte mineral sunscreens, and that helps me just to control some of the oil, because sunscreen, when it's a mineral form, can feel quite greasy. And then having the face glaze on top of that as a primer just really helps add a little bit of life back into my skin that my sunscreens can take out. So I just put that all over my face, and now I'm gonna put it down my neck as well. So that's what the face glaze looks like. As you can see, it's not like wet looking like a lot of primers can be that are glowy. It just feels like a nice moisturizer. It has ceramides, which can help support your skin barrier. It has hyaluronic acid for hydration. It has squalane. I think it has kakadu plum, watermelon extract. Yeah, it has a lot of lovely ingredients, and it just is not too dewy for me. It feels like a primer that truly is skincare, and that's why it is the only glowy primer that I use, period. And if you're interested in buying anything from InBeauty, I do have a coupon code. It's KAIT15, spelled K-A-I-T 15. It gets you 15% off their site. It's not an affiliate code, so I don't earn any commission from it. If you do want to help me out, you can click my affiliate links in the description box below, but that code is just there for you. All right, I'm doing a realistic summertime look for me today, which means no foundation. I just do a little bit of the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer and Light 40N. And now I just need to move my phone. I'm gonna start telling you all about some more life updates, even though we just had a chatty life update video, you know, sharing all the ways I want to change my life right now. And I'll leave that linked on the screen above if you want to see it. You know, I just had a little bit of a vulnerable moment sharing the ways that I'm unhappy and unfulfilled and putting money where my mouth is and like really working to change those things, because, you know, we can all complain about our lives, our jobs, etc. But if we don't do anything about it, then we should probably shut up. And that's how I feel. You know, I've been really kind of unfulfilled in my life. I guess the majority of my life, really, if I really think about it. And it's time to change that. It's time to pursue what I want, which is music. And I don't know if it's gonna be in the capacity of a performer. I don't think so. But, you know, I'm working at the radio station now, which is really cool. Tonight, I'm gonna be there from 5:45 to 10:45. The hours that I'm working at the station are just killing me. It's so much time shadowing DJs, but it's great because I'm learning a lot. It's just that I have to be at the radio station 3 times a week, and it's between 2 to 4 hours usually each time. On top of my full-time corporate job and learning how to practice guitar, it honestly just has me completely overwhelmed. And now everything at my work, at my corporate job, is picking up, and I am stressed. Okay, this hair is just not working for me. You know, when you are super stressed and you have all these things going on, it is also a blessing because I like being busy. I like that right now my health is good enough that I can be busy. So I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm grateful to have a full-time job but I just have way too much going on. And honestly, it's been sad because it's disconnected me from YouTube a lot. I just, the first thing that goes is filming for my YouTube channels and my Instagram page. And even though YouTube doesn't creatively fulfill me in the way that, working at the radio station does or practicing guitar does, it is still a passion of mine that I have so much fun doing. And I really like creating videos. I really like talking with you guys in the comments and in messages. That adds a lot of really wonderful things to my life that are fulfilling. And I definitely don't want to let that, fall away. But man, working a full-time corporate job, volunteering at the radio station 3 times a week, and having homework for the radio station, practicing guitar 3 times a day, trying to run 2 YouTube channels now and an Instagram page, and somehow have time to, exercise and cook and spend time with Thumper and John. It's just, I had a breaking point last night. I thought that I could take all of this on and I thought it would be okay, but it's not. And I had a little bit of a breakdown, had some tears, had a good cry. Sometimes that's all we really need when we're feeling overwhelmed, is you just gotta physically release all of that stress and all of those pent up emotions. Our emotions and our bodies are so tied together. And if you've ever read The Body Keeps the Score, then you know that to be true. It's honestly at the point where I'm so busy, I don't even have time to style my hair before filming a YouTube video. I do not have time for anything anymore. I honestly haven't even had time to sit down and just watch a YouTube video in months, because any spare time that I have goes to practicing guitar or, creating thumbnails for my next video or filming content or working on my radio station playlist. So I definitely need a vacation at some point. That would be very nice. But unfortunately, our freaking dog sitter told us that she's going to be gone the entire summer. So now we have no ability to travel. And we're like, that would have been nice to know in advance, girl. And it sucks. If you've been here for a while, you know that we've really struggled to find dog sitters because we live in Garberville, California, which is a very, very remote location in California. And most people here work in the cannabis industry, and, we love the community, but they are not professionals. Like they are not the kind of people that we really trust with our dog. They're just like super relaxed, awesome hippies, but not exactly what we want for a dog sitter. Like I want someone super professional, reliable, really buttoned up, and it's just hard to find that here. So when we finally found a dog sitter who's awesome, I think she's in her 70s. She's originally from New York, but she lives about an hour and a half away, and she just wanted to have the job because her dog passed away and she felt that at this point in her life, she didn't want to get another one, and all she wanted to do was just spend time with dogs. And like, that's exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. And she's so awesome. She'll just run around with Thumper, and he loves her so much. It's so cool to see. So now we're devastated that we have to start from scratch. We've put out posts on Craigslist. We've put out classified ads through the radio station. We've searched every corner of the internet. We have searched every corner of our network, and not a single person is available or interested in watching Thumper for the summer. So that has thrown a wrench in our plans. And the reason John's family is not willing to watch Thumper is because John's sister is gonna have a baby at the end of July. And starting July 1st, John's mom wants to be permanently in Berkeley to be there for the baby and help, take care of it. And I totally understand that. Like the first 4 months she wants to be there, but like, help, please. We honestly don't know what else to do at this point. Our next trip's gonna be May 22nd. We're going back to Miami. By the way, I'll leave all the products linked in the description box. Since this is a chatty video, I'm just gonna take the Coolfie Mendy Moment Blush and Pinky Promise. So I'm tagging along John's work trip next week to Miami. He's going to a conference, and I'm just gonna be hopefully relaxing for the first time in a while, and that'll be really nice. Miami's one of our favorite cities. That's why we go there, about twice a year if we can. I have a bit of anxiety about it because I'm seeing my dad for the first time in a year and a half. I don't yet feel comfortable seeing my mom, although she's really hurt by that and really wants me to see her. I'm not really comfortable talking about that update. I don't really feel like it's my information to share beyond everything that I've already shared. But all that I'll say is it's not exactly going as I had hoped, and my expectations were low. Like they were under the floor. They were so low. I'm definitely starting to get a little bit discouraged, and I was hoping to see a little bit more progress. And so having that emotional weight of, working so hard in therapy and just giving it your all and really trying to improve every aspect of my life, it's just been really overwhelming. I don't really feel like I need that much highlighter honestly, but I think just on the tiny high point of my face, I'm gonna take a little bit of the face glaze just for a tiny bit more dimension. And I like that it's not a blinding highlight. It's really subtle. It honestly just kind of looks like skincare, which is how I like my skin to look. The older I get, the more I really appreciate more natural makeup, especially living in this community. Nobody wears makeup here except for the girl that works at the post office. And she's like my homie because every time I go in there, I compliment her on her makeup and her eyeliner is really good. It's like, all right, I have one person who I feel comfortable wearing makeup around. Oh, my hair is so short now. I can't put it in a high pony. I'm a mess. I'm sorry. I really haven't had time to plan a video. I haven't had time to do anything. And like, it's going to be a little bit more chaotic than it usually is. But I'm gonna go in with this new Victoria Beckham eyebrow pencil, which has been fantastic. I'm not a bougie eyebrow person at all. I have always purchased the L'Oreal, what's it called? The Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Brunette. That's the pencil I've used in almost all of my videos. And I just think you don't have to spend a lot of money to get really great drugstore brow products. But this kind of has me converted. I really enjoy this super tiny little angled tip, very similar to the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, but this has a little bit of a square tip to it instead of the Brow Stylist Definer is just like a pencil point. Something about the square tip of this, while being so small, makes for a really beautiful shape where I can get a polished look, but it's still kind of fluffy. It still looks natural. And I have the shade taupe, I think. Yeah, I have the shade taupe and it is the perfect color for my brows. I haven't found the perfect color in the L'Oreal line, so this might be my brow pencil moving forward. I think it's a beautiful formula. It's not too waxy. It's not too creamy or slip slidey. It's great. It's perfect in every way. And I love it. I don't like spending a lot of money on brow products, so I think I would probably only repurchase this if they're having a sale or if I could find some kind of coupon code. But man, this is a really, really fantastic product. Oh, another product I've been loving is this little point perk I got at Sephora. It's the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. Obviously, this is just a little sample size. It's so good. I like to use this on days when I want more hold than my Live Tinted Hue Brow. The Hue Brow is like a cross between a wax and a clear brow gel, so it has a little bit of a softer hold, which is nice for me on a daily basis. But this brow wax from Benefit is perfect when I really want those hairs to stay up and I'm looking for something a little fluffier. I do find that in the summertime, I like more of a kind of bushy, fluffier brow. I don't know if you can see that in comparison to this, but I like the fluffed up look without it being laminated. I don't like a laminated brow look. I feel like laminated brows make people look like surprised almost. Just like a little fluff, you know, a little something something. And this is great. It doesn't look white. It doesn't get like flaky or crunchy. It is the perfect brow gel, brow wax hybrid. I've been absolutely loving this one. Definitely gonna get a full size the next time I run out of my brow gel or if there's a Sephora sale or something like that. If I get a gift card, you know the deal. I'm really trying to cut back on my purchases. And unfortunately, you know, it's hard doing that because it really affects my channel. The videos that are the most watched on my channel are new product reviews. And those are the videos that grow my channel. By the way, I'm just gonna take a little bit of Glossier's Monochromes in Almond, and I'm gonna use the matte shade in my crease. So it's been kind of tough mentally figuring out where I wanna go with State of Kate because when you're working really, really hard on something like creating videos, there's so much work that goes into the back end. You want your work to be seen. It's only natural. And you wanna see your channel grow. It really helps. It helps financially. It helps with your feeling of confidence. You know, it's something that of course you'd wanna see if you're working really hard on something. So to be doing less new makeup videos directly hurts my channel, but I think in the long run, it's gonna be better for me mentally to not be so focused on the new makeup videos and instead do more chatty get ready with me's, even though these just don't get the same views. They get like half the views as my new makeup videos. And I get it. You know, a lot of people just are there for the makeup and they just want the product reviews. They don't care about what's going on in your life. And I subscribe to a lot of YouTubers like that. A lot of people who do chatty videos and I just watch for the makeup and I just want them to kind of carry on and get to the review. So I totally understand why people, you know, prefer that kind of content. But for me, it has just gotten to the point where I own too many products. I'm overwhelmed by trying to test things. The amount of PR lists that I'm on that just keep sending me new launches that really won't fit my preferences, my skin type, etc., have just created so much clutter in my house. It's gotten to the point where every few weeks I have to ship products to friends. And I'm not just talking about products, I'm talking about like huge bags of products, or I just donate them to my local thrift shop and then they can sell them. And that's what happens if you start doing too many product reviews. I really admire Hannah Louise Poston because she's been able to build a really smart channel where her content is not based around product reviews. Some of it is, but it's based around more creative concepts. And I think those conceptual videos are fantastic because it's really scalable. You know, she's not tied to how many PR lists she can get on or how many new products she can review and buy. It's so much more about her experience with things, and I really admire her for that. But with my channel, I think my particular problem is that because I've done so many new product reviews, that's the audience that I've built here, and that's what they expect, which is why my more conceptual videos or tag videos or chatty videos just don't perform as well. And that's my fault, you know? But I'm excited to see where it goes if I'm not quite as married to product reviews and I can just maybe get a little bit more creative and exercise that muscle. I'm really trying to live my life now for passion and fulfillment because for so long, at least a decade, I've been focused on financial stability and financial growth and accomplishments and things like that. And that's great. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think that that is, you know, unfortunately what we have to focus on in life. But I'm at the point where now I need to feed my soul and I really need to focus on that. And so I'm just excited to see, you know, what I can do with it. Now I'm going to take ColourPop's Super Shock Shadow in a little Quirky, which is just one of my all-time favorite shades. It's so good. And you might see here, my nails are super duper short, and that's because I've had to cut them off for playing guitar. I wasn't expecting the level of grief I had cutting my nails off. I think it's because ever since my diagnosis of EDS, I started all these supplements and things that helped my nails grow a lot. To be clear, that was not the goal, but that was just a result of the supplements I started taking. And it was so nice to feel like for once I had prettier nails because my nail beds are really, really small and short and stubby. And it's just been really nice to feel more polished and more put together. And cutting off my nails to play guitar has been like really sad. I know that's just a superficial thing and it's totally not a big deal at all, but it was just like a weird identity shift that I wasn't expecting. Why do I look like shit today? Everything looks horrible. Okay, I think I need a little bit extra blush here. Let me just tell you, major shout out to anyone who can play guitar. It is by far the hardest thing that I have ever tried to learn. I'm struggling with it, man. Like, I'm slowly building my calluses. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them on camera. I've practiced every day for about a week now, and I'm slowly building calluses. But the problem is with EDS, we have less collagen, which means our skin is a lot more stretchy and kind of bounces back. And so it's harder to form things like calluses. And I also just found out it actually means that we're less likely to have wrinkles. So at least we got something. We got one thing that we can be a little bit happy about. But it's been really tough. And I bought this device so that when I go to Miami, I can bring this little like thing that leaves indents in your fingers and you just press on it and press on it. And I'm just gonna do that multiple times a day when I'm on vacation so that I don't lose the calluses that I'm building up. But if I have any guitar players in the audience here, I would love your tips on, you know, what you wish you'd known when you were just starting guitar, tips for building and maintaining calluses, any YouTube channels you think are great for beginner guitar players. I'm following some YouTube channels and teaching myself how to play guitar. Unfortunately, I can't find a guitar player here. I put out an ad on the radio station and, you know, just said, hey, if you can teach me guitar, give me a call. And I only got one call. And unfortunately, it was someone who was quite erratic in their voicemail to me. So no guitar teachers here. Oh no, my lashes are doing that thing where I curl them. And if I put too much skincare on my eyelids, it won't hold a curl. No, that's my B. Oh, and I have been on the air a few times on K-Mud. Our station is 91.1. And I'll leave a link here where you can listen to my segment all about the new ADA access at Clam Beach. It was cool. For one of the shows last week, they had me be the news anchor for the entire show. And I got to do this segment on ADA access. And that was really great, obviously, because sometimes I use ADA access. And I believe that segment's on SoundCloud. So I'll leave that linked on the screen above. And I think the full episode might be there too. I'm not sure, but it was cool for that segment on new ADA access. It was fun. Basically, they gave me the full interview that they did with these two people and I had to listen to it, figure out what parts of the interview that I wanted to display, cut out all the unnecessary parts, cut out any pauses or, you know, things like that. And then I recorded summaries and voiceovers for the audio instead of of having, our interviewer from the team sounding like a conversation, I would say things like, Karen shared information about the mat and explained that it was blah, 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 blah. She goes on to say, that kind of stuff. And so it was really fun to take a stab at editing and really to have edited and recorded and produced the whole segment. So that was fun. I feel good about it. I'm not interested in being a news anchor though. Music's really where my heart's at, but honestly, it was cool. I'll definitely help them if they ever need help. And I think it's good to get well-rounded training. I'm also training to be an engineer as well. And then once I've gotten more experience under my belt doing the DJ shows, I'm gonna learn from the vinyl DJ and he's gonna teach me how to spin vinyl, which is gonna be so fun. I feel like that's a skill that's really useful and can be, difficult to acquire. So since we do have a DJ that spins all vinyl records, I'm like, hell yeah, show me the way, man. Oh no, I got mascara all under my eye. Oh no. And then my first show is gonna be on May 30th, I think. I'm gonna be on the Woman on Wednesday show, helping out Lauren Schmidt, who is our awesome news director, and she does the Woman on Wednesday program. And she's gonna have me put together a whole show of just female artists, and that's gonna be really exciting. And every DJ has prepped me that I can expect hate calls. People will call in and say things like, "This isn't music, your music sucks, turn this shit off." And I was like, I have a YouTube channel. Don't worry, I can handle it. No one can say anything that bad about me on the air that has not already been said about me here, if not 10 times worse on YouTube. Like, no one's gonna be saying that I have limpy, wet dog hair and that I'm a narcissist and I'm a spoiled, privileged brat, like they do here and on Reddit. So I can definitely handle a little bit of complaints about my music choices. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this Makeup Forever Ultra HD matte powder, just in the areas where I tend to get kind of oily, which is my T-zone. So I'll be sure to keep you updated on the music program if you're interested in checking it out. And if you really enjoy hearing about new music in the meantime, I'll leave a link on the screen above to my Spotify Song of the Day playlist. I add a new song to that playlist every day, and it's somewhat eclectic. It's just a nice way, I think, for people to discover new music. If you don't have the time to listen to a ton of, radio or a ton of new Spotify playlists every day, I thought it could be kind of cool to just have, one song a day that you check out and see if you like. And now I'm so excited. This is the new lip glaze from In Beauty. It's the Fruit Punch shade. It is so perfect for summer and it smells like fruit punch. It's amazing. I'm gonna use it with a lip liner, this one from Dior called Brown Fig that Dev got me into. Devin Jesmer is my friend and I'll leave her channel linked on the screen above too. She's awesome. But first, I personally hate it when beauty YouTubers will apply a new product and they'll put a lip liner underneath and then you're like, but you're not showing me what it really looks like on its own. So I'm first just gonna show you what it looks like by itself because I know that some people are gonna wanna know. It's definitely pretty sheer like all the lip glazes are. I think this one might be the most sheer that I've tried aside from the actual clear shades. What is that? I mean, I know it's fruit punch, but it just reminds me of something too. Oh, baby. Oh God, what are they called? Were they Capri Suns? God, it might be like Capri Sun. Oh, I loved that shit as a kid. Oh, that sounds really good. That probably is not very healthy for you, but that was fire. It smells so good. Oh, I love it. Anyways, that is the lip glaze in Fruit Punch. I'm gonna take it off now and put on a lip liner because 2023 for me has definitely been the year of the lip liner, especially ones that are just kind of on the more brown side. This Dior lip liner, it's the Crayon Contour Lip Liner Pencil in the shade 593, which is Brown Fig. It's so creamy and then it sets down. So just like a little touch. I'm barely touching my lips and it's a little brown and it's a little bit cool toned. So it adds a little hint of a realistic shadow. And it's not just brown. It does have that fig quality as well, which I think is really nice. And it adds to a more natural lip look. And this is the pencil I've been reaching for on a daily basis, thanks to Dev. I get the majority of my product recommendations from her these days. And it's so creamy and it just glides right on. And if you want, on the other end, you do have a little bit of a brush, but it's kind of pointy and stiff. I don't really like this brush. Let's not do that. Now that the lip liner is done, I'm gonna go in with the lip glaze. And I like reaching for the lip glazes mostly in the spring and summertime because they're just so juicy, glossy, and they're a cross between a lip oil and a lip gloss. There's a little bit more of that thicker, tackier quality to it like a gloss would provide, but it does have the shine and a slightly more runny, lightweight feeling like an oil. So I would describe these for sure or as an oil gloss hybrid. And that's why I think the name glaze is perfect, because with glaze, you do imagine a little bit of like a more oily kind of runny quality, but you also imagine the viscosity that a glaze would have. So I think it's a really perfect description. Compared to the Dior lip oils, I think these are a hair more lightweight, like a tiny bit thinner. I love the scents of these. I think that they are just the best kind of lip oil on the market. In my opinion, just based on my own personal preferences, I love the scents and all the different colors. I love when products have nostalgic scents, and I think In Beauty really, really nails that. And I've just been so excited to see how many colors they've come out with and that they keep launching. So if you want to pick up Fruit Punch, you can get it on the In Beauty website. And again, my code KATE15 saves you 15% off. And that's not an affiliate code. I don't earn any commission. It's just there for you. But I do know that In Beauty now has more lip glazes on Sephora. I think they have 4, and they only used to have 2 or 3. And one of them, I believe, is Berry Jam, which is my all-time favorite. So I think Fruit Punch smells very similar to Berry Jam. There's just like that fruity quality to it that I just adore. I'm such a sucker for fruity scented lip products, and a lot of brands struggle to get them right. A lot of times fruity scents in lip products can be very, very artificial or chemical, or they just taste like overly sweet or something. But In Beauty just gets scents so incredibly well. It's addictive. I'm definitely gonna be reaching for this a lot this summer, along with Berry Jam, Fruity Cereal, and the Mystery Glaze. Those are my favorites. So that's the final makeup look. It's a nice, easy, minimal, spring-inspired makeup look. I gotta get to work now, and then I have 4 hours at the radio station. But let me just show you some upcoming products. I bought the Vacation Super Spritz SPF 50 Face Mist, which I'll review soon. Oh my lord, these Roman Glasting Melting Balms are so good. They're like the fruity scented version of the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss lipstick bombs. I ordered more, so I'm gonna do a reel and a YouTube video soon. I've got 2 new shades of the Kaja Beauty Bento Box in Forest, Night, and Coral Sunrise. L'Oreal sent me this entire line of slim matte lipsticks, and they're okay. I got a collection of luminous finishing powders from Makeup Forever that look like they come in a bunch of different colors. And I'm gonna choose to believe that Harry Styles himself sent me his pleasing line to try out, which is really cool. I was not expecting it, honestly. I criticized this palette when it came out in one of my anti-hauls, so we'll see if it's any good. I'm not gonna hold back just because it's Harry Styles. And then I got a new line of lipsticks from YSL, which is probably the most beautiful PR box I have ever gotten in my life, so I'll review those for you soon. Whenever I find my next spare moment, I will try to review those products for you, but let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. And thank you again to In Beauty for sponsoring this video. These are 2 of my favorite makeup items, and I talk about them all the time for good reason. I'll leave links to all the products below, and if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.